Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother clucker has some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into the video. Okay, full disclosure before we start. I am feeling a little bit short-tempered with Amberlynn today. Well, not just today, but generally speaking. I knew that there would probably come a time when I started feeling cynical about it all because most reaction channels do tend to get there. I didn't think it would be quite this quick. And I think what's starting it or what's triggering it is all of this rarity stuff. I'm seeing her back in Oklahoma and she's so happy and you know that's great and everything for her, but all I'm thinking about is you're saying it was your choice to go back home, chose to leave Rarity in a different state, not knowing what happened to her, or supposedly not knowing what happened to her. And even if she does know what happens to her, I don't know. See, all of this is getting into my head a little bit. It's so contrary to the efforts that I make in my life to make sure that all of the animals within my sphere of influence live their best lives possible. So I'm not feeling super happy about seeing her so happy in Oklahoma. I will get over it. But let's just see, you know, I think we're back into a bit of a non-10 era, but maybe there's some teachable moments in here that we can grab and learn from. So without further ado, let's get into Vlogmas Day 15.
Hello, welcome to a new Vlogmas video. How are you guys? So I'm actually currently waiting for the maintenance and I have the most random thoughts throughout the day, I'm not gonna lie. And one of them I'm randomly thinking about is like how us as humans, we retain and like keep so much information in our brains, like about everything. How do we do it?
So whenever Amberlynn starts with these like really quirky and kind of out there things and they're just like out of left field, I always immediately think, all right, what are you building us up to? What are you setting up for the next conversation? Let's find out.
Like, the brain is powerful, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my memory is so bad and it's always been horrendous. So as you guys know, I suffer with BPD.
And there it is, BPD propaganda. Yay! Okay, so like she starts out by saying how amazing the brain is and how much it retains and all of this. Okay, but now I'm going to say the exact opposite for mine.
My memory is like Swiss cheese. The cheese is the memories. The holes is like the missing memories because
I'm so glad she explained that Swiss cheese metaphor. Otherwise, I feel like we wouldn't have gotten it. Thanks, Amber.
I'm telling you, my memory is just bad. Like, about everything. Having BPD actually causes really bad memory issues. My memory is bad when it comes to like super traumatic things or like serious things. Like, I'll randomly remember something that happened in my childhood and I'll be like, oh my God, how did I block that out for so long?
So I do not at all claim to be an expert on BPD. I do have a huge interest in psychological fields, but borderline personality disorder is not one that I'm super well versed in, not well versed enough to make comment on it. But what she's describing there, so it just so I'm clear, whether this is a BPD thing or not, what I'm saying is that's totally normal. People block out childhood memories, traumatic or not. Sometimes you just forget things. Sometimes you walk into a room and wonder why you were there in the first place. It's these things are like totally normal. And she's trying. She's full on malingering at the moment, and I say malingering, not hypochondria, because I believe that she is doing it for material gain. And in this context, the material gain is drama on her channels, better views, something to talk about, right? So not talking about the BPD thing, that aside, the memory thing, this is malingering. It's taking something very normal and trying to pose it as though she is special with it.
Something that I did a week ago that I don't even remember doing or saying. One that I actually is recent is I tried eggnog, and in the vlog I was like, oh, I've never tried eggnog before. But then back when I lived in Virginia like a decade ago, there's a literal clip of me trying eggnog.
Oh, so that's why we're having this entire conversation. Okay. So we needed to bring up brain function in order to talk about BPD, in order to talk about memory, in order to respond to something that either the community or reaction channels have done. So they've caught her in a lie. This is a ridiculous example anyway, because like, so if she did try eggnog a while back and forgot, so I can watch an entire movie that I saw like 15 years ago and I have no memory of it. Probably because I was doing stuff while I was watching, but you get my point.
So it's like memory things like that where it's like people think I'm lying, but I'm actually just like struggling with symptoms of having borderline personality disorder.
No, 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 no. This is not what people are accusing you of lying. The lying that they're accusing you of is, the actual lying, not just the moments that you may or may not have forgotten. Like, who cares if you forgot that you tried eggnog forever ago? Amber, why are we responding? Why are we still responding? And this is a really weird way to respond as well, because it's like been wrapped up in this circuitous route of discussing something legitimate in order to still run her propaganda and agenda. It's a bit yuck.
Do y'all remember how yesterday I became a TikTok sensation?
Oh my, no. Oh, why do we have to keep doing this?
Okay, literally joking.
She's totally not joking. She's totally not joking.
But if you guys don't know, my TikTok went viral.
Amber, how could we not know that your TikTok has gone viral? You've mentioned it like half a dozen times in the last couple of vlogs.
I was literally just being myself and being funny and quirky.
So she's saying this like it's a joke, but she absolutely does think that it's because she was funny and quirky and she has personality. She fully doesn't see that people are making fun of her. Like, she's now this memeable fat chick that did something ridiculous with food, and oh, she doesn't see it.
I woke up today and it's at 4 million. And also Hidden Valley Ranch commented on it. So then like I replied to the comment, but like the comment's gone.
So does anybody else find this weird? So she like responded to, I'm really sorry, I'm unfamiliar with Hidden Valley Ranch, but she responded to this person who had commented on her viral post, and then she screenshotted her reply. Is that something that she does with every reply she puts out there, or is that just for this one? And why would she do that? Who makes a comment and then screenshots that? That's very odd.
My comment's gone. I don't know if they were able to delete it. I don't know what happened, but my comment disappeared. I thought my reply back was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the point. She wanted to be able to show us something and go, look at how hilarious I am. Oh my God. And what was that comment? They said, bestie, I'm right here. And she said, sorry, you were hidden behind multiple bags of ranch Doritos. But, my God. All right. Okay, moving right along.
Okay, guys, so I am currently in the middle of cleaning my fridge because I'm gonna be grocery shopping today. I took everything out that's like old. I literally pretty much have nothing. Wow, that is an empty fridge. Let me show you guys. Literally, this is my fridge.
I'm so glad she showed us what an empty fridge looks like. Whew. I would have been totally lost in this narrative otherwise.
Sliced bread and butter and steak for dinner.
My mom's talking about her dinner while putting her groceries in the trunk. And I wanted to show you guys her outfit. She just looks so cute and cozy. You do.
Mama Lynn is adorable. Look, she didn't realize she was being filmed while she was prattling on. That's so cute. And you do look cute and cozy. Aw, so cute. I love Mama Lynn.
Let's do a grocery haul. I got Sprite Zero.
Junk.
My newfound favorite. It is Coca-Cola Zero, but cherry.
Junk.
So I've been ordering takeout a lot lately. 2 times a day, maybe even 3 if I'm hungry.
3 times a day. 2 to 3 times a day. Oh, wow. How much money does that equate to?
So I know, like, in my rational brain, I'm not just gonna completely stop ordering takeout. I'm just not.
Okay, so speaking as a girly pop who has always had a very dysfunctional relationship with food, I have been through a range of seeding disordered situations, swinging from one extreme to another. Not a good situation with food. when she says something like, I know I'm just not going to do it, well, why not? Why not just go full cold turkey and try to break this kind of addictive behavior? Because if you feel like you can't go without it, that should be a massive red flag going, if you can't be without it, you should be without it.
So what I want to do instead is like, Amberlynn, order it one time a day if you want to. For the rest of the foods that you eat, cook it at home, make it healthy.
Yeah, so the problem is, and I've heard this from Foodie Beauty as well, where they're like, I'm going to do home cooking, it's healthier, it's better for me. But the problem is when you're dealing with the portion sizes that these girlies eat, it doesn't really matter unless you're chowing down to a massive bowl of lettuce. The portion sizes are so out of whack. It's not really about the quote unquote healthy, it's about the portion size. And it's also about the snacking that goes on around it. So while I do think that cooking at home is better, obviously, I would also like to see Amberlynn have a better understanding of nutrition, calories, and expenditure, and how this works into her body and her equation and her outcome.
That's currently what I'm going to try to do. So I got some Brussels
Good.
sprouts, some cauliflower,
Good.
some broccoli.
Good.
I got some pickles that I like to snack on. These are like the perfect size with the perfect crunch.
A little sodium-y, but yeah, good-ish. Yeah.
I got 2 bags of hard-boiled eggs.
Wait. I'm sorry, what? Bags of hard-boiled. Is this a thing? I have never seen this before. Oh my. Oh, this is the epitome of laziness. Okay, I have chickens, obviously. But I also have this little contraption that I call a Mr. Eggy, and it boils it perfectly every single time, even though I know that, boiling eggs in a saucepan is super, super easy as well. But oh my gosh, bags of hard-boiled eggs. Oh, America, you do be wild.
A thing of mayo because I want to make some like tuna salad.
I mean, mayo is not the best for her. The thing is about mayo, a little bit is not going to do major setbacks. Like, we're not at all saying that Amberlynn is in the situation she's in because she eats mayonnaise. But the problem is, if you look at the portion sizes on the back of the label, they're usually very, very tiny amounts. And when people tend to use mayonnaise, they tend to use it like mustard or, any other condiment to get the flavor in. So that's where the pitfalls of mayonnaise tend to be. I am definitely an advocate of not just cutting out everything that you enjoy. I think that meal plans should be sustainable, but it's not the best. It's not the worst.
2 cans of water chestnuts for when I make stir fry.
Good.
I got some skinless salmon, some thin pork chops, some sirloin steak, and 2 things of turkey kielbasa. So here is the tuna for the tuna salad. I love these little packs. It's just so easy. I got 2 things of chicken sausage. This is Chipotle and Monterey Jack cheese. I've never tried this kind before, but I already know I'm gonna love it.
I mean, the meats are whatever. It depends on what kind of portion sizes she's using per meals, except the cheese sausages. That's not good.
Some white onion, some cottage cheese, 2 things of baby corn for when I do my stir fry, some minced garlic and some minced ginger. I got some delicious garlic stuffed olives. Oh, for right now, because I have not ate today, I'm gonna have some rotisserie chicken. Yes, I am. Can you warm this up in the bag? I don't think so. Literally says remove chicken from packaging.
Is she doing this because of that video that got deleted? Is this in poor taste? It's in poor taste. Also really, really not good because even though chicken in general is considered a very low fat kind of low calorie meat, the way that they cook rotisserie chickens kind of negates all of that.
So I did get 2 things that are on the naughty list. I got some Uncrustables.
Junk.
And you guys know I love Pringles. Love Pringles. They have this new thing called Pringle Mingles. So I was like, yes.
And junk.
You guys, I'm telling you, this rotisserie chicken, best thing I ever ate. Give me 14 of them.
Oh, this hurts a little bit. I mean, Look, I don't have a problem with people eating meat, but where it hurts my heart is when people are gluttonous around sentient little beings that have little personalities and little preferences, and they're such delightful little things that I think, be gluttonous with something that wasn't living, like go eat copious amounts of chocolate or chips or, whatever. It just stings a little bit, that one.
But anyways, now I have rotisserie chicken for leftovers, which love that. But I wanted some olives with garlic. Oh my god, you guys.
Immediate panic?
Hold on a second. Ugh. So I have a lot of random food anxieties. We're just gonna call them that. I do not talk about this on my YouTube, but the people I know in my real life, I think they get annoyed by it, which is fine.
Okay, full disclosure. I knee-jerked with this entire clip that we're going to be watching. My triggers. Let me tell you, my nuggets, my triggers. I have some thoughts and I have gone back and re-recorded. So I will preface this by saying that I believe this entire thing has been staged. But let's just discuss this as a learning moment on the assumption that everything she's about to tell us is true. I will give you why I have my doubts a little bit towards the end of this. Let's continue.
Let me explain to you what just happened. I opened this and I realized I didn't hear like that little pop noise that it should have made. So when you first open something that has a lid like this, it'll usually pop. Like, let's try the pickles. See, did you hear that like noise? And it's like I didn't process it until the olive was already in my mouth. So immediately my brain said that these olives have been opened and they have been poisoned and they also have mold because they've been opened. I know none of these things are actually true, but like my brain is telling me it is true. But like the rational side of me is like, that's not true. But the anxiety and paranoia is saying it is true. These are literal battles that I have every single day, all day long.
Okay, so what she's essentially discussing is intrusive thoughts. And I have seen some comments on her video about, why are you separating your brain? Your brain is you. I just want to say that I do actually understand when you struggle with, and anybody who is listening who also struggles with intrusive thoughts, there is a little bit of a disconnect because while you are aware that the voice is coming from within you, they don't necessarily represent thoughts that you would actually have. And that's why there's that disconnect of what's going on. And one of the biggest lessons that I ever learned in life, that if I could go back and tell my teenage self anything, it would be, you do not have to listen to everything your brain says because it runs its mouth all day and a lot of it is just cluckery. So although I'm just going to say, of course, it's wise to make sure that the thing pops, because while it's highly unlikely that somebody's gone in and tampered with it, what is likely is that bacteria or fungal growth has happened within the item and it's been compromised.
Ugh, I don't know what to do. Let's eat a pickle about it. Why not? At least this lid popped,
So why I doubt that this was real is because if you noticed in the first bit, that olive was swallowed, right? So if you're somebody with food anxieties and you've realized that you've triggered one of those anxieties, what's the first thing you do? You spit it out. You definitely don't then go and eat a pickle and do this.
So fucking good.
You see what I mean? You know who I do think has food anxiety? Tommy, because of this clip.
I know you like all the foods mixed together in one thing, and I don't like that.
What do you mean? That's what chili is, baby.
Oh, like hectic stuff like corn.
Oh wait, you've seen that?
Well,
Wait, how do you
don't-
know about my
ate that
corn?
KFC bowl. And had, like, everything mixed in.
Wait, that sounds good right now.
No.
Not wanting your food to mix with other food can be a food anxiety response. And I kind of suspect that Amberlynn may have picked this up and applied it to herself. And I also suspect when she mentioned earlier that people in her life get annoyed by it, that she was actually the one that was annoyed by it. Just a feeling, just my thoughts.
But yeah, so when I said, hold on, wait a minute, I literally took my camera. I went and rewatched the clip and the lid did not pop. So now the olives are gonna be sitting there looking at me. I'm either never gonna touch them again because I have weird food anxieties, or I'm going to shut up that part of me and I'm gonna eat the damn olives.
Okay, but just riddle me this. If the jar legitimately did not pop and she didn't like pre-open it or something like that, food anxieties aside, there should be no quandary as to what happens with this jar. If it was opened in the store and somebody stuck their fingers in it and ate some of it, then that jar should be thrown out. You don't know what has been growing in this jar. You don't choose this as your hill to die on for conquering fears. This is not the area to do it. Do you get what I mean? Like, if she really believed that this jar had already been open, why would she be entertaining any notion at all of eating it?
All right, you guys, so it is time to end this Vlogmas. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about the olives. Like, I genuinely have so much anxiety about it, and I know that's like crazy to like a normal person, but imagine living in this brain. This brain, like, we don't choose this, okay? We don't choose this life. Anyways, I do hope that you guys did enjoy this Vlogmas with me though, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh, my nuggets, my feathers have been ruffled. I'm supposed to be ruffling other people's feathers, not my own. I'm sorry, I'm a little sassy today. I can feel my short-temperedness around her. I find all of this so contrived, and I find it to be completely insulting and undermining to people who actually struggle with these things. You know, have you ever met somebody, or maybe yourself has had like OCD, and they've told this to someone and the other person's like, oh my gosh, yes, I have OCD. I totally have to have things organized. And you're like, no, that is just not OCD. You know, it feels like that. And I think anybody with a neurodivergent brain who is actually dealing with what she is describing knows that it's not this cute, flippant thing that should be, oh, do I eat the olives? Do I not eat the olives? You know, this kind of, it's rubbish. It's utter trash. Anywho. Let's do Vlogmas Day 16. Maybe I can smooth my feathers down.
Hello, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. So I think we have a countdown going. I think there's only like 9 more days of Vlogmas to go. I truly cannot believe that I have successfully been doing Vlogmas during such a hard time for me. I don't want to bring up Rarity, but like, I miss her every single day. And like seeing the spots where she usually lays and her not being there, or like how every time I go outside, she's always waiting for me behind the blinds. She's not there. It's been hard. It's been heartbreaking. I have done so much crying and I miss her tremendously. And then on top of that, I chose to come home. I chose to continue a long distance relationship. And even though I made that choice, it's still hard.
So see what I mean? This whole thing about she chose to go home. So you chose to leave Rarity in another state. You chose to leave that part of you that is apparently so important that while you're talking about her, you're actually smiling. And, you know, maybe she has a facial disconnect from the situation. I don't know. The fact that you're pushing that you chose to go home so hard is actually so much worse than if it was that Tomalee didn't want you there anymore. Like, I feel like we could all go, oh yeah, well, Tomalee wanted her out of her house. We could totally understand that, so she has to go back. But the fact that she keeps saying she chose, it's disgusting.
And there are things going on with my dad and my brother, as I've mentioned before, and someone near dear to me passed away. It's just like so much on top of just like mental health and just like every reason why I could have quit. It happened, but I chose to keep going. And I think I'm just really proving to myself that I am capable.
Okay, yeah. So this is why I say it's really important that you're able to witness yourself when you're trying to improve your life or change something about your life. It's important that you can witness yourself scaling challenges and winning and succeeding and becoming capable. But if you've watched my previous videos, you know that my sentiments around this particular goal that she set for herself is kind of a way of tricking herself into making her feel like she's achieved something, because the goal is so tiny and so ridiculously achievable that although it's cool that she's meeting her goals and that's important, it doesn't ultimately mean anything, because Amberlynn has been on YouTube for like 9 years. So recording 3 minutes of her day every day is a completely non-issue. What's important from this feeling that she's getting now is how she progresses with it. So when you've witnessed yourself achieving a goal, what's next? What's the next goal? What's the next challenge? You've got to keep ramping and keep ramping and keep ramping. If you've started small, my advice to anyone who is struggling with fear in their lives is to go all out. Challenge everything all at once. Yes, it's overwhelming. Yes, it's exhausting, but it is the most efficient and most effective way of tackling things. Irrational fears, I mean, not rational ones. Please do not go around picking up a snake. Moving on.
You guys, I'm a Pringle girly through and through. I love pickles and I love ranch. Combine those three things together and you have Pringles mingles. Let's try these, folks. We're gonna have a little taste test. Ooh, okay, wait. The pickle comes through, but then so does a weird plastic smell.
Isn't the bag plastic? I'm confused. They're in a plastic bag. She's about to be weird with food again, isn't she? I feel it.
All right, let's try it. Okay, I might need another one. There's like this artificial taste.
Oh, I do not like that thing that she does. That. Nope.
That smell I was smelling, I'm currently tasting. You do taste the pickle. The texture is really good, I will say that. I sense the feeling of ranch wanting to be there.
She's being so honest. She's like this, like a restaurant reviewer, you know what I mean? Where they're like tasting and reviewing delicacies or something. It's a packet of Pringles.
Okay, you guys, so we need to talk for a minute. The rumors will be rumors, but when the narrative is completely wrong, I want to correct it. People are literally currently rewriting my life, and it's low-key kind of weird.
Okay, so we're addressing things again. Amber, please stop addressing things. This is not your business. Let people talk. I think she doesn't get that, like, you know, if you take a more traditional kind of celebrity, for example, once media starts talking about them, that's how they know they've made it. Like, that is generally considered part of the progression. I don't think she gets, after all of these years, that people are just going to talk about her. She shouldn't keep responding like this.
So let me correct it. People think that Tommy broke up with me, Tommy kicked me out of her house. No. Tommy actually wanted me to stay. It was my choice to come back home. I genuinely don't know why so many people want to believe the worst in me.
It was your choice to leave Rarity. That's what I'm getting from this.
So then the worst is said by like reaction channels, and then the people who watch them genuinely do believe them.
Hey, are you guys believing what I'm saying? Oh my God. Hey, it's so lucky that I went and made myself a reaction channel, because otherwise I just wouldn't have a thought in my pretty little head. Oh, what good luck for me.
So I just had to like clarify that like, no, we did not break up. She did not tell me to leave. For once in my life, I was just like an adult type deal.
So this is that language that I think has come in from Tommy's influence, and knowing that she's a psych nurse now, I think that actually makes a bit more sense. I do think that she was helping Amberlynn conquer or face fears, face challenges, work through life, and start to teach her how to adult properly. And that's ultimately why I am guessing she probably wanted her out of her house, because that is a lot. That is a lot to put on someone. And I think Amberlynn, she has a lot of work to do in order to get from where she is now, which I estimate to be around 15 or 16 years old, to a fully functional adult. And it's absolutely possible for her to do that. But I don't know that she necessarily has the tools around her at present to be able to achieve that. It's a long road.
You guys, I got a package. Let's open it. So it is an Amazon package. So I love a Lego, or a building block, if you will. I love Christmas, and it's Vlogmas. I mean, I would do this regardless of the time of year. I would do this in July. But it's a freaking gingerbread house, ma'am. 1,397 pieces. I know some of you really don't care about this, but you know what? I'm vlogging my life, aren't I?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's vlogging her life. She's got us there.
Literally a million bags. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so I just took all the bags and I put them in order.
Okay, I was impressed with that editing transition the first time. Maybe she got some good feedback for it. I'm a little less impressed seeing again. You gotta keep it fresh, keep it new, keep people guessing.
I'm currently just, you know, chilling back on the couch. But you guys, I have another update on my just stardom on TikTok. What can I say? I'm just like a viral celebrity. I hope you guys know I'm literally just joking. I just love that, like, something that I did, like a joke that I made, went this hexacon viral.
Oh, it's so cringe. It makes me want to crawl out of my skin. I know she says she's joking. I don't think she's joking. I hope she's joking.
And the support on that TikTok and like the people who like just vibe with my personality, like, I love you and I see you. So thank you for that.
Okay, so since the last video, I actually did go through and have a squizzy at the comments. A lot of them are seemingly positive. I think a huge amount of them are actually trolls. And I also suspect she might actually be deleting negative comments just because the nature of the internet, you always expect to see some negative comments, and especially with the volume that she's gotten, and there just don't seem to be any. But hopefully we get to stop hearing about this soon.
All right, if you guys remember yesterday's Vlogmas, the scandal with the olives, I've officially made a choice. But if you don't remember, like, really quickly in just like 10 seconds, let me explain.
How could we forget? But we're gonna hear it again. Here we go.
I have like food anxiety slash like food paranoia slash like food contamination anxieties. I went to open this yesterday, and when you open something for the first time, this is supposed to pop.
She thinks we're stupid. Is this something that she had a revelation about, and so she thinks it's a really big deal, and now she's imparting that information to us? I feel like a child knows this information.
So I realized that it didn't make that noise like when it was like in my mouth and I was like chewing it. So that was my food anxiety. But you know what? I am staring fear in the face right now. Fear in the face. Hello, how are you? We're gonna eat her.
No, I call absolute cluckery. No, this is completely fake. This is ridiculous. If you had legitimate anxieties, this is not the place to face them, because if that jar was legitimately opened prior to her purchasing it, then this is an actual like biohazard kind of situation. This is ridiculous. She does not think those were opened. I think she opened them before that shot, and I think the entire thing was planned, which when you extrapolate the meaning of that, then that's disturbing.
Oh my god, that's good. I don't know why I closed this, because you know I'm going in for another. Does anyone else stand in their kitchen with the door open and just like eat from your fridge? Or is that just me?
Look at this face. This is the face of food anxiety. Look at it.
I literally had to stare facts in the face, and I'm like, bro, no one poisoned these olives. Like, let's be so for real.
Okay, yeah, let's look at facts. Absolutely. I don't think anybody poisoned those olives. I think that would be the least likely thing. There has been a history of food being tampered with around the world at various points, but the most likely thing is if they were accidentally opened, then they've got fungal and bacterial growth potentially growing in them. Have we heard of food poisoning? The fact that she had one, I think the previous day, if it is the previous day, and didn't get sick, says they're probably fine, but this is just utter cluckery. Utter cluckery.
While we're here, let's have a pickle. These are the perfect pickles. The texture is just amazing. Last but not least, I'm going to grab a Sprite Zero.
I'm really sorry. I am so deeply upset about how long this woman leaves the fridge open. Like, fridges need to stay at a really consistent temperature in order to reduce bacterial and fungal growth and to prevent food from going off. You're not supposed to leave them open for extended periods of time, just long enough to get the things and put the things on the counter. This really bothers me.
I hope that you guys enjoyed another day of Vlogmas because I know I did, and thank you guys for spending it with me. Bye.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I did not enjoy this day of Vlogmas, nor did I enjoy the previous day of Vlogmas. I am still in my triggers. Hopefully, tomorrow is better. Let's do day 17 of Vlogmas.
Hello, hello. Welcome to another Vlogmas. We're going strong, folks. Like, I literally am usually burnt out by this time, but I want to keep going. I'm just like, no, Vlogmas, do not end.
I don't know if anybody has brought this to Amberlynn's attention or if it has occurred to her, but in the vein of what she's doing, essentially, Vlogmas does not have to end. Why not keep this energy and keep this momentum going, and almost like it's your job, keep doing it daily?
Like, I get paid to hang out with my friends all day long. Like, you guys are literally my friends.
I'm your friend? No, isn't that sweet?
Okay, guys, so if you remember, I was buying a 2025 planner in one of my recent Vlogmases. It finally came. So it came packaged like this, and then it looks like this. It says, "Thank you, friend. You're absolutely wonderful. Hemlock and oak." One thing that really drew me to this was how thick it is. I love a thick planner. Like, she is super sturdy. She looks heavy, but she's not too heavy. Oh my God, I love it. So every day we have a focus section, intentions, schedule. So you can use it for anything.
Okay, so this is what I am calling for beginning of January. I know I had just addressed it in the last video. I think that she has decided to completely cluck her weight loss plan until the 1st of January because, as we know, the 1st of January is all important. Not that it's some random day that some dude thousands of years ago decided, oh, this is the first day of the thing. The 1st of January means nothing. Only today means something. But when it comes to journals, I think with somebody like Amberlynn, I think we're way past journals. I don't feel that there is any book in the world that could actually change Amberlynn enough to have her make progress. What you do with the journal matters, not the purchasing of the journal, right? The use and the implementation of this journal, I think we're probably going to do it maybe 2 weeks, and then that'll be it for this gorgeous book.
Okay, you guys, so I do have like a small storage here at the apartment complex that I live in. It's mainly for things I just don't have room for because my apartment is small. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I feel like my apartment is perfect size for me. But I have to go put the cat carrier in that because the cat carrier is huge. So I have to go put it in storage. And then I'm going to look at my Christmas stuff and I'm going to decide today, do I want to decorate for Christmas or not? I have a broken poster. I have gift wrapped. I have paintings. Some more paintings here. The Batman Lego I still have not gotten rid of. This is a Christmas tree, Christmas ornaments, Christmas stuff over there, and this is just like miscellaneous. I genuinely don't even remember what's in this. Oh, Christmas pillows.
I have a hard and fast rule when it comes to storage. If you cannot list exactly what is in that box, you don't get to keep it. No. Because if you don't know what's in there, you haven't looked at it in years, potentially, so it should go.
Okay, update. I cleared all this out. I put my Christmas stuff on top of it. I organized this. I've never put up like a Christmas tree by myself.
She's never put up a Christmas tree by herself. Now, see, this would be a really good challenge to prove to yourself. Not the eating of the potentially contaminated olives. But put up a Christmas tree. It's so harmless and so joyful. And then she could look at it after it's done and go, look, I did the thing.
So I'm still questioning if I should put a Christmas tree out. Plus I'm like, Where's there room in my apartment? I will say I do have the cutest freaking ornaments ever.
Ornaments. No, we're gonna let it slide. Let's continue.
All right, so we made it back into my apartment with my Christmas stuff. So that means we're gonna be decorating for Christmas. All right, you guys, so I'm about to show you how I like to make my steak. I'm just gonna cut it in cubes. And if you guys know me, I like my steak well done. I'd rather it be burnt than pink.
Okay, the well done is a travesty, but do you know what's worse? Those knife skills. Oh, that's horrendous.
I'm gonna add garlic salt and black pepper. I'm gonna use my hands and get it all over the meat evenly.
You know, somebody with food anxieties and who gets grossed out about meat, I find it very interesting that they're touching it with their hands. Right? We're talking about contamination? Yeah?
And then I'm just gonna put it in the air fryer. I am gonna make it all even so it's not just a big pile because we want it to be cooked evenly, of course.
Is it weird to do this in an air fryer? I'm not an air fryer girly pop, but let me know. Is this weird? I feel like saucepan would be better. I feel like frying pan would be better.
Okay, so my meals don't always have to make sense, but I have 2 hard-boiled eggs. Here's some of the sirloin steak, and oh my god, it's literally cooked perfectly. Some pickles and some green olives with...
Yeah, so I agree. I don't think food needs to make sense. I think whatever you're feeling, just, you know, do that. This is not a horrendous meal. But one thing I do notice is that the volume is not very large, right? I think overall this meal is okay. But for somebody who is used to putting away such large quantities of food, I tend to think this will not make her feel full. The road to reducing your portion sizes is quite a lengthy one that needs to be done, you know, over time. But I would be shocked if this is all she ate tonight.
Garlic on the inside. I am literally starved and I was craving steak so hardcore. Holy fuck. Chef's kiss.
She's gonna be weird with food. I can feel it. It's coming. I get such a visceral kind of reaction to watching this. I am just smothered in disgust, and yet I cannot look away. It's like a car accident. Can somebody explain this to me? I'm concerned. Send help. I need an adult.
Okay guys, so I'm about to do more of my gingerbread house. I did this one on my last vlog, so let's do it.
No, thoroughly bored with that now. No, it's not cool anymore. Overused it.
All right, fan art time. One of you sent this to me. One of you drew Twinkie. And thank you from the both of us because this is literally so adorable. You are so talented. Thank you. It means the world to us. And yeah, this is the end of this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy this Vlogmas. Thank you for spending it with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I mean, it was better, right? I feel like my feathers were less ruffled in that one. What do you think? I find it frustrating how Amberlynn constantly does things that are deplorable and then turns around and says to her audience, "Why do you think the worst of me all the time?" And I legitimately want to question, is she just a manipulative troll who knows exactly what she's doing and is playing the viewer cards? Like, you know, she's just cracking them out, you know, with falsehoods and drama and controversy? Or is she just an ignorant mole who, like, has no more thought other than, oh, this worked last time, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna keep pushing that dopamine button until it breaks. I legitimately don't know. And I don't know if that makes her really good at her job or really bad at her job. And can you tell me what you think? I am legitimately on the fence. All right, that's all the clucks I have left to give today. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time.
Hey, 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 hey! I'm gonna go watch another video. Let's go!